Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to tune in and learn something here. Today I'm going to be going over the pill adjustments, how crucial they are. I tune them all the time, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do to my rear pills on both the B84 and the B7 platforms. It's a setting that I'm always thinking about during the event. Each run I analyze the way the car is handling and make the adjustment throughout the pills. It's a very big part of my program, and you can find a lot of success in your program doing the same. We're going to be going over toe-in adjustments, anti-squat adjustments, and roll center adjustments, all with the rear pills of the car. It's key to the program. Thanks for tuning in. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, we're going to kick it off with the toe settings. Now, as you can see right now, we got a little demonstration here. What you're currently seeing is what the pins look like at center on the old B84 chassis. And now, this does go, everything applies for both cars, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, dirt, carpet, it don't matter. I'm going to give you the rundown for the toe settings. When I'm running on dirt, I typically want to add in a little bit of added rear toe, and I do this in the C block. So I'll take the C block and go 0.5 in to kick the hinge pins angled at each other a little bit, and what that does is it generates more rear traction, gives you an easier to drive feel, and just stabilizes the car getting on power. And overall, it just makes the car easier to drive and locks in the rear tires into the ground a little bit more. So that is what I'll do most of the time on dirt, because it just locks it in, makes it a little easier to drive, and put those consistent laps down for that TQ run, baby. Let's go. Now, on the flip side, on carpet, you don't really want to run any toe. I run the least amount of toe possible, so you angle those hinge pins as parallel as you can get them. I know that the blocks already have some toe built into it, so you're still going to have some overall toe in, even with the pills towed all the way out. And that's pretty much how I run them on carpet, just because there is so much traction on carpet in general. You don't need any more grip, and towing them out will give you that extra corner speed to just rip and grip through those corners. Now, even on carpet, if your car is pretty hard to drive, what you can do is add some rear toe anyways, and that will make it easier to drive, get you locked in, get that rear end underneath you, and you'll just be out there greasing. So that is what I look at in between runs. If my car is a little bit hard to drive, I'll just kick in that C block 0.5 to what it already is, and I'll go out there, and then it's bam, Cadillac. It's a very sensitive adjustment, and when you do add toe, you do lose corner speed because the rear end is just more planted. But you really just want to find that balance, and the toe-in setting is a great way to do this. Moving on into the anti-squat realm, and oh, I cannot stress it enough how much I love to tune the anti-squat, just like the toe, through the C block. And you know what? I'm an anti-squat tuner. Every run, I'm messing with this anti-squat more than the toe, I would say. This is probably the most tuned thing in my whole program, all my cars. And I'm going to give you the breakdown right here, the golden ticket to know what to do to your anti-squat. If your car, you're out there driving, and that John is just a little hard to drive, you're like, man, dude, I just can't really hang on to this thing. All you got to do, go in that C block and just take out half a degree of anti-squat. And it'll just turn it into a space shuttle. It just calms it down, transfers less weight to the nose, more stable. It's not as stiff geometry, so your suspension will roll instead of flipping. So you get less traction rolling, less steering, just less front end grip, and a little bit more rear end grip with less anti-squat. And it's vice versa going the other way. So if you're like, man, my car is just kind of pushing, it's got a lot of rear end grip, the rear end's locked in, can't really get the steering I need through the corners, all you got to do is just add anti-squat. Let's say your C block is in the middle, just go half up. boom, just like that, right when you get on the brakes, rear end is going to be stiffer. It's going to transfer more weight to the front tires. Those front tires are going to grip faster and harder, and you're going to get more steering, be in and out of that corner faster than you ever even could have imagined possible. So this is a tune that I'm always thinking about. If I need more steering, all I do, add a little bit of anti-squat. If I need less steering, just take some away. If the car is flipping a lot, just take away a little bit of anti-squat. Or if the car is just lazy, just add a little bit of anti-squat. You guys get where I'm going with this. This is a very sensitive and effective change that is always on my mind at these races. Moving forward, you can just adjust the entire height of the pin in general. So if your car is feeling a little bit rigid and it's not really absorbing the bumps, or you need more overall grip, the rear tires just aren't really gripping that much, what you can do is you can just lower the entire pin. And this is for like dirt. If you're like just rear end's kind of rigid, kind of sliding, just lower the whole pin. That'll help a lot. And even on carpet, this is something I think about a lot. If you go into a corner and the weight transfers to the nose and your rear end is so stiff that it's just like hiking and picking up that inner rear wheel, it's just not a smooth, balanced car, just lower that hinge pin, the C and the D block, just lower them together the same amount. It'll soften up the car, get the rear end to roll instead of hike, should make more grip for dirt scenarios. This is a big tune that I try to look at as much as possible. And same thing goes the other way. If your car's making like way too much grip and it's just rolling a lot and it's not feeling super supported, just take that pin and just raise the whole thing. So this is going to affect your roll center, and it's a big key to tuning the front and rear end to just be balanced and work with each other. Moving forward to the final bit of the video, I know there are many people out there that just look at these black pills and they just have no idea what really to do with them, how to put them in, how to read them. And I will admit, they can be a little on the difficult side to understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to diagnose these black pills, because they do come in handy for the fine tuning of these sensitive C-block adjustments that I've been talking about this whole time. What you see right now is 1 up and half in. These black pills offer the adjustability to be able to go one direction 1 degree and the other direction half a degree. Now, the biggest confusion and misconception that we run into with these black pills quite often is you got to understand that they are right and left specific and not marked. So the pill on the left, you are not able to get that same position if you put it on the right with that same pill. These pills are different from side to side, and the best way to know what you're putting in your car is to just look at the hole and see where the gap is larger from the edge than the other edge. And that's how you know which is 0.5 and which is 1. You can't really tell what the pill is by just looking at the numbers on the backside. You have to just look at the hole and the positioning of the hole on the pill itself and make sure that the side to side is the same for each pill. And once you kind of understand that, it becomes pretty simple to just use these pills for fine tuning. And a lot of times I go to the track and I see a lot of people, they have these pills in just kind of like wrong, I guess. And it's very important to understand that they are not the same from left to right for the tune that you are looking for. So once you understand that, just look at the hole and your life's going to be a lot easier to utilize these pills. They do come in handy for fine tuning, and you're going to want to add them into the parts box. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Everything I do to the pills, from toe in, anti-squat, roll center, overall pin height. Now you know it. My playbook is your playbook. I hope you can find this information useful and apply it in the future to your racing endeavors, and use this info to take you to the top of the leaderboard, get that TQ and the dub. Let's go. Thanks for tuning in. Like and sub. Thanks for the time. I love you. Peace out.